extremely dangerous Category 5 storm with sustained winds of 200 miles an hour and even more powerful gusts. All flights to and from the Puerto Vallarta airport have now been suspended. Meteorologist Chad Myers live at the CNN Weather Center in Atlanta tracking all of this for us. Chad, hello to you. Where is the storm right now?
It is headed toward Manzanillo, Mexico, Randy, and I think one thing that we need to really focus on with this storm is just 36 hours ago, it was only a tropical storm. It wasn't even a Category 1 hurricane yet. This exploded overnight, really leaving the people there unaware of how big it got overnight because they weren't making preparations as of yesterday for such a big storm. Well, also what we're seeing in the past couple of hours is the storm has turned to the right and will truly affect Manzanillo much more than it will affect Puerto Vallarta. No question about that. There will be significant storm surge. We could be 30 to 40-foot storm surge. It will look like Bay St. Louis and Gulfport. And all of that after Katrina. But this storm is so strong, it's stronger than Katrina. It's stronger than Andrew. It's stronger than Gilbert and Mitch and all the storms you've ever heard of. There's only one storm in history that had a lower pressure, and that was Typhoon Tip in 1979. And this storm is with 200-mile-per-hour winds. It's like an EF4, EF5 tornado that's about 8 miles wide that's going to drive itself right into Mexico. Now, away from the eye, the wind speeds go down rather quickly. So Puerto Vallarta may see 75 miles per hour, and farther to the south, maybe 60 or 70 miles per hour. But it's the storm surge. Then it's going to be the inland flooding that I'm so worried about. There could be 18 to 20 inches of rain in the mountains here. Understand we go from the coast, the ocean, to about 9,000 feet rather quickly. You put all that water on top of the mountains, and all of a sudden it has to go back downhill. And it's going to go right through the towns that the saltwater storm surge affected just a few hours before that. So a major storm system here. Didn't talk about it much yesterday because it wasn't much of anything. But today, boy, did it creep up on us to 200 miles per hour and some higher gusts. A Hurricane Hunter aircraft is on its way there to check if it might be the strongest storm ever. They're going to fly through it in just a couple of hours.
And so, Chad, though, help me understand. I mean, how did it go from 85 miles an hour to this over 200 in, basically overnight?
Well, two things. I think the biggest thing is going to be El Nino. El Nino has forced warm water off the coast right here. That's the wind kind of coming across the Pacific, forcing warm water. The water is 1 or 2 degrees Celsius warmer than it should be, so that's maybe 3 to 4 degrees warmer than it could be. And that is the heat. That's the fuel to the fire, and there's no real wind. There's no jet stream. There's nothing to tear it up. This storm is just continuing to get stronger.
All right, Chad Myers, thanks very much. Meanwhile, Republicans in the battleground state of Iowa tell Donald Trump to move over. There is a new favorite candidate there. His name, Dr. Ben Carson. We do have some pictures from Overland Park, Kansas, where he's signing his book. We'll get those to you as soon as we can. Meanwhile, 2 polls taken in Iowa over 2 consecutive days both put Carson over Trump, one of them by as much as 9 percentage points. Ben Carson is the only one in the field of GOP hopefuls so far to even get close to Trump's numbers. Nia Malika Henderson is our senior political reporter and also here with us, someone who can help us understand Iowa's Republican voter mindset. Kathy Oberdovic